Oh, good afternoon. Welcome to our solo walk for July 3rd. And that is kind of impromptu for me, I guess. I was just down picking up our meat order from our local abattoir, and that where we get our fresh meat, and it was just the thought of the deceit and deception that's going on, and that just hasn't left me from the other day. So, and it just brought it back to mind, the deceptions that are going on and how we're deceived, and it's the deceptions of that the cattle are causing global warming, and their farts and their burps are terrible things, and meat's not good for you, and we need to eat lab grown crap and everything else, and the lies that are all about that, and all this stuff is just my opinions, my thoughts, and none of it is meant to get you to think any specific way. The only thing I would ask is that you do think and look at things with a little common sense, maybe, and that. But yeah, so anyway, to get back to the meat part of it, it's been 3.5 years now that I've been carnivore, basically. I do have now I am integrating a little bit of veggie into the meal plans this time of the year, especially with the garden and the fresh produce. But yeah, it's there's nothing wrong with meats. I've lost 110 pounds. My blood work's better than it's ever been. Diabetes is gone. Sleep apnea is gone. You know, yeah. But anyway, that's not what I was meaning to talk about. But it's the lies that are being perpetrated on us as humanity, and the deception, and they're deceiving you that part of the governments are good. They're in power to serve you, and that one party's better than the other party, and they're all parasites. It's a uniparty, no matter what government you're in, no matter what country you're in. And like I said, this is my opinion, my viewpoint, my thoughts. But and you make up your own mind. You decide what's the truth for you, and that. But look at it realistically, and what has been done. The deceits that have been put upon mankind for eons, that you're not enough, that you need somebody or something to lead and guide you, and that the answer is out there someplace, whether it be the government, whether it be the church, whether it be some deity, of any religion, of any government, and the bullshit that's going on all over the place, all over the world, that's always been going on, wars and separations and divisions, and all that, to me, has been just to keep you from realizing that you are enough. If you're kept scared anxious, worried. Now they're pushing to try to keep you hungry, and not they can control you easier. You know, they're telling us about the dangers of carbon and how we have to control that, and if from what I can gather, and if you look at the numbers they're looking for, if the numbers they get to, if they get to them, if they want the ones they want to get to, it's not even good for any kind of life on this planet. If you look back over history and that, from what I've seen and read and researched, the higher the carbon, the greener the planet. And the way I look at the carbon that they're trying to get rid of is you and I, because we're carbon-based life forms, and that. So, yeah, you know, they're trying to control, they're trying to limit everything, and that. So, you know, the best thing we can do for our planet, like, there's not one of us that doesn't want to have our planet greener and better and healthier. But I think the best thing we can do to help our planet and to be healthier is to start to connect with Mother Earth again, with Gaia, with nature, connect with Source, connect with creation, Creator, realize who we are, connect with our higher selves. Like I said, they've been trying to make us believe, they've been deceiving us into thinking that the answer is out there somewhere, when the answer is in here. Everything you need, and not every answer you need to lead yourself comes from within, comes from your connection to Spirit, to Creator, to creation, to God, if you will, however you want to put it. So anyway, I just as I was coming out of the abattoir, it just hit me about all the deceptions about food and about meats, and how, you know, going to the grocery store is a good thing for you, and they got good food, and there's not a friggin' thing in there that's any good anymore, hardly that I can see. Even their produces and their meats aren't the best anymore, and that we don't buy from grocery stores, and that we buy local, and we grow our own, and we buy from local abattoirs. But that's where we go. But anyway, like I said, it's up to you to use a bit of discernment and see where the lies are. I'm not, like I said before, I'm not here to do your research for you. I'm not here to tell you about all the shit that's going on and point it all out to you, because there's all kinds of people out there trying to make big money and big clicks off of scaring you and keeping you scared. But there's no place for fear. You know, be prepared, not scared. You know, get yourself looked after. Look after your needs, and have a bit of head. And that, whether it be food, water, whatever you need, you know what you need. You don't need somebody to hold your freaking hand and lead you by the nose, because that's what's got us into this predicament and this place as humanity in the first place, is looking for somebody to guide us and somebody to help us and hold our hand and keep us comfort. Well, sometimes being a little self-sufficient and looking after yourself isn't that comfortable, but it's fulfilling, and it's what we're here for, is to experience that, I think, and to enjoy life and to thrive throughout all this crap. So anyway, I just rambling. I'm just it's just the deception was laying on me a little bit, and I just thought I'd ramble on about it. So there's the ramble for today. Like I said, use your discernment, use your wisdom. You're more than enough. It's all within you. You can do it. So anyway, give your loved ones a hug. Tell them they're loved. Look at yourself in the mirror. Tell yourself you got this. Know you're loved. We love you. Have a great day. Be blessed. And we'll talk at you again. Bye-bye.